Hi, my name is Ivan Rudolph. I've written this book, Living Beyond, Making Sense of Near-Death Experiences. You probably have started looking at this video because you are interested in the topic of science and the near-death experience. Now, I do a lot about this in the book, but just a very brief overview. This girl on the cover has supposedly died, and her brain is locked in her body. It may be hallucinating, but if she's died, then the brain waves are flattened and it probably isn't even hallucinating anymore. Her spirit has left her body and may be able to see and describe things that would not be visible or describable if her spirit had remained inside the brain. So the brain is the problem with the scientific explanations. A world-ranked scientist, Sam Parnia, has done a huge study, the AWARE study, and he and a team of other scientists have decided that they have shown that consciousness survives death. And I think most scientists will from now onwards accept that. It's something that is very obvious when you start to read the accounts of people. I'm going to read you just one account of a lady I know personally, a colleague of mine, and Rhoda Fryer, her name is, and she died in Cape Town in South Africa, and she described how her spirit had left her body and traveled to another room down the corridor where the surgeon and his assistant were washing up. And she described how she was furious that they had lost their patient, and yet nevertheless they were discussing a fishing trip. And I'll just quote from her email. The one removed his wristwatch and placed it on a glass shelf above where they were cleaning their hands. This tiny observation of hers convinced them that she'd been watching them as well as listening to them. You see, if her consciousness had remained in her brain on the operating table, of course she couldn't have been down the corridor. This is the great problem that science has with the near-death experience. And I'd like you to have a look at my website, ivanrudolph.com, for more information. If you'd like to buy the book, you'll find heaps more.